Hello, how are we all? It's Lucy from West 2. It is Monday morning, and it is absolutely freezing in this shed this morning. So I've got the heater on, so apologies if you can hear the whirring in the background, but yeah, it's really cold. It's suddenly turned really cold here. Um, yeah, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a summary recap from Saturday. Obviously, I think probably by now a lot of you know that on Saturday I travelled up to Stoke and went to the Potclays Open Day and met up with Jeanette Stevens and Sarah Hallam and the lovely Maxine, who is not on YouTube yet, but we'll get her there. So yeah, we all went up for the open day. We all did a ton of shopping. It was ridiculous. So I thought, so Jeanette has done a vlog of the day for you all. It was quite hard to film in there because it was so busy. It was so busy. It was really hard because I don't want to be filming and then, you know, catching people on camera who don't want to be on YouTube. So I was just very aware of that. Jeanette managed to pull it off because Jeanette is Jeanette. So she's done the vlog for yesterday. So I will link that in the description and I will put it up in, it'll be probably up here somewhere, up in the cards. So I'll put that on for you guys so you can go and watch that. We had an absolute scream. We just had loads and loads and loads of fun. It was giggles all day, and we went for lunch, and me and Sarah went and did the factory tour, and then all four of us got into the Mako workshop. So I've got some little clips and bits and footage and things from around the factory. We've had permission from Potclays to put those in, so I'll put them in. I'll sprinkle them throughout this video for you. There's a little bit of a clip from the workshop, but Jeanette's got the full day vlogged. So I would highly recommend you go and watch that because it was hilarious. Getting all the stuff loaded into the cars at pickup time was very chaotic. Jeanette obviously had her order that she picked up from Potclays and then had to go to Sarah's house afterwards to pick up another 18 bags of clay. So her poor car on the way home, probably Maxine was sort of in the passenger seat, like up against the window. Just like bags of clay around her head, bless her. So yeah, so it's we all did quite a lot of shopping. I did a massive Glaze shop, huge Glaze shop, which is posing me a bit of a problem because you can see that they're kind of full. The Glaze shelf is kind of full. There's nowhere for this new stuff to go. So I'm gonna have to steal some space from my Bish shelves. But yeah, so it's a nice problem to have. It's a nice problem to have. Because there was discounts because of the open day, so things were reduced, and obviously because I'm driving up there, I've got no delivery charges, so I kind of went a bit nuts. I was quite restrained on clay. I only got 4 bags, which is quite meager compared to Jeanette's 18, plus whatever Max got. So yeah, I was quite well behaved on clay. So I got 4 bags of Potclays. I think it's called Cooper Red. So Keuper, Cooper Red. So it's a stoneware, mid-fire stoneware, but it looks really red. So which is something I've been looking for a while because I like buff clay, but yeah, I would like something more red rather than buff, because I have my my spotted throwing clay, which I love. So I'm not about to stop using that. So just looking for a red clay that's obviously fires to cone 5, 6. So got 4 bags of that because, you know, why would you buy just 1 bag to test before you order it? No, let's go and buy 4 bags. So we've done that. And then quite tempted to try a little bit of Sarah's Draycott white stoneware because it is significantly cheaper than my ES5. I think Sarah is about to go on the Rob. And she really rates it. So yeah. So I might give that a go. We'll see. But I've got quite a lot of white clay in at the moment to get used up and a lot of reclaim to get through. So today is mostly just kind of a haul from Potclays. Well, it's from Potclays and then a few other bits that I got on top from Bath Potters, and I'm still waiting for a few bits from Hot Clay. Yeah, so I got the 4 bags of clay and a new set of kiln posts, 3 kiln posts, because Tonka decided to jump on the utility room side and knocked one of my kiln posts off. Yeah, so cats love them. Yeah, so got a new set of those, which is good. So where'd you start? Well, I'll put in the little clip of the Mako demo somewhere about here now.
All different types of texture glazes. Okay, so what they have for sale right now, you guys are the first to have it in Europe. Really, the first to have it in the US too, because your stuff was sent before anyone got it in the US, because it was sent 2 months ago. So it is a textured glaze that you can build up, and it's going to stay stable. So this here, I've applied using a syringe, little dots, and the dots stay put. So this one I've done dots of blue, and then I've come back and done dots of white over top of the blue. Okay, we'll pass that around. The inside is not glue. This is a different stoneware glaze. Okay, so the glue is just the outside. You can apply it straight onto the bisque. So that piece you can see is applied straight onto the bisque, or you can apply it onto a underglaze. So yellow underglaze, yellow glue. So here on the
we did get a little freebie for the demo. So we got a little sample pot of tropical teal, which I really like. I've had this anyway. I had a sample tub when I got the 2025 kit, so I had a tub in there, and I really like this. What I like it for is actually, so Laguna Power Turquoise is really hard to get hold of in the UK. Potclays stock it, but it's not in stock very often. And this is actually not a bad alternative for Power Turquoise. Doesn't quite react in the same way, but it's a very similar colour. So this is nice, and it does other things that Power Turquoise doesn't, which is lovely. We had, I'll put a photo in, but Todd from Mako, who is very funny man, by the way, very clumsy, smashed about 3 pieces during the workshop, one of which Jeanette came home with. She managed to con him out of saying, "Can I have the broken plate, please, if you're just gonna throw it out?" So she went home with a broken Mako plate in a bag. Yeah, so he was showing some examples of what you can do with tropical teal. And he was passing around some examples of tropical teal with milk glass over and under. So we have some pictures of that. So I think probably Jeanette will put those in. But I'll slot them in somewhere up here as well. But I'm definitely going to try that combo because it's the milk glass under tropical teal was lovely. We also got a number 4 Mako fan brush. I love Mako brushes. If you haven't tried Mako brush, for the longest time, I was just using generic fan brushes off Temu, and they're great. But when I got a Mako fan brush, it's all I use now. I absolutely love them. So I have a number 8 that I use most of the time, which is quite a big one, but this is a smaller one. This is a number 4. So I'm very, very happy to have this. Very happy to have this. So that was a freebies from the workshop. Only 2, other than kiln posts and clay, only 2 non-glaze items. Mud tool sponges. I usually throw with the cheapy yellow sponges you just get in packs of 820 off Amazon or whatever they are. They're you know, great big packs and you get loads of them. But there is no denying that a mud tool sponge is really, really nice, but they are expensive. And because they were on discount, I was like, right, come on, just treat yourself. Because mine are wrecked. Mine are absolutely falling to bits because I've had them for so long. And Jeanette picked up a couple and then I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So I got a couple of these. The orange one is kind of like my do-all workhorse, and then your white one is like your finishing. They recommend the white one for stuff that's more porcelain based. It's a lot finer, a lot smoother, and then your blue one, which I don't use very much, is your kind of workhorse one. So that's happy with those. New potter's pad. Love these. Mine's getting a bit dry, so I bought a white one recently for the red clay that I've been planning on getting, but this is obviously for everything else. So yeah, these pads, if you haven't tried them, they are brilliant for stamping. They're really, really good. Yeah, so highly recommend these. Dead easy to use, and fire really well. So yeah, happy with those. So that's good. So got another one of them. Glazes. What did we get? So when I ordered from Bath Potters beforehand, because there was a couple of things that I needed restocks of, and Potclays didn't have them in stock, otherwise I would have got them from Potclays. So you know, I love me some Albany slip brown, you know. So mine was getting really low, so I got another one of those, which is good. So I got that from Bath Potters, so that arrived earlier in the week. The other one I got from another one I got from Bath Potters was Black Adventurine. I've not tried it before now, but I've seen some really cool glaze combos with it, so I'm going to give that a shot, and see how that goes. If anybody's got any glaze combos for these new glazes, please let me know, because there's a lot here. There's a lot here to be playing with. So yeah, so excited to try that. Saturation gold. This one came from Potclays. I recently picked up the Paisley gold glaze to try, which is actually a lot more expensive than this. I haven't even managed to fire it, to be quite honest, because it was so thick and chunky when it came, and it just, when you put it on, for me, it just flakes off everything. So I've kind of gone back to Old Faithful. I've not tried the saturation gold before. Gold is new. It's a new thing for me, and the reason that I'm trying to find a gold glaze is because I've got Christmas ornaments to glaze, and I don't want to be doing lots of firings if I can help it. So yeah, so going to give that a shot and just see. Obviously it's not going to be a gold luster, but yeah. Yeah, so hopefully that will do well. Got two new celadons to me. So I already have mulberry, but it's, yeah, I've had my eye on lavender for quite a while, and this is red rock. Yeah, so just kind of wanted a red, but wanted something a little bit less in your face than Snapdragon. Yeah, so pick those two up. So happy with that. And I gave in. I'm not sure how I feel about these. I've been watching Nat's videos with all her testing on them. Just not sure how I feel about them. I don't know. And this was the thing, was Todd's workshop was very much based around the new Mako version of this, which is the Rituals Glaze, the glue glaze, and also their Snow Gems glaze that they are bringing out soon. And I'm just not sure how I feel about them. I don't know whether they're a bit of a novelty. Don't know. Undecided. So I've picked up just the one, just so that I can try it and make my own mind up on it when I sit on it and see what I can do with it. So I got the purple one. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting to see what the tests come out like. I am waiting on from Potclays. I am waiting on a test tile extruder because I'm terrible. I never do test tiles. I'm really bad for it, and I need to start doing some test tiles. But they annoy me having to make them, so I've bought an extruder disc for my handheld extruder for them. Yeah, so I'm going to be testing a lot of these on test tiles, hopefully fairly soon.
They're selling us grade dried bagged materials. We also bring in material that's fresh from the quarry, just as dug, as it's found, with all the impurities that you'd imagine. So with this kind of material, we're relying on them doing their job and making sure it's all pure. However, with the stuff from the quarry, we're doing the work to clean, filter. What you'll see here is we've got a blue line, a white line and a green line. Each of these is obviously creating its own separate type of clay, but in each type of clay we've got various recipes. Now, how we kind of continue to manufacture without having to clean up every single time is we work on the basis of families of clays. So we might have, say, 5 clay. I'm going to use 5, there's loads more, but let's say 5. So we go from clay 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So we're only ever half a clay difference. Now, those clays will find that we'll have a very similar core recipe. So let's say 80% of the recipe is common between 1 and 2. So if we leave a fraction of a percent clinging to the outside of the plunger for the next recipe, we know that 80% of it would have gone into the next recipe anyway. So it's a fraction of a percent. As a rule of thumb, 5% of anything is not, you're not going to see it unless it's a really potent, kind of strong, kind of, maybe some kind of oxide or something like that. You're just not going to notice it. It's going to have no effect. So moving from one small quantity of ball clay to the next is not really going to change things much. But what it does mean is we can't go from 1 to 5. That's too big of a jump. Another place where it does become important is at the pug mill, because at the pug mill things don't blend. They're not mixing. So if we don't get the cut point right, you're getting a clay that's neither one nor the other.
Nat from Mud Magic. This next bit is entirely your fault, and I want you to know that you've caused me a problem and a new obsession. So yeah, I did not need more glaze. Thanks, Nat. Big jar of poppy fields, because I seem to be going through it at a rate of knots. So I've got a big jar of that. Used that before plenty, so not very exciting, but yes. I got, how many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new jungle gems. 6. Only little pots, but 6. So I got Citrus Splash. So now I'm expecting combos from you. Blue Guppy. Tahiti grape. I got this one because I really like the Monsoon Seas one, but it just didn't fire well for me. So I'm hoping this might be an alternative to the Monsoon Seas. Cheetah. I haven't tried it yet. I can't wait. And I got this because Lindy Lou did a combo recently with Luna Pink and Cheetah, and it was stunning. So I need to give that a go. Cherry limeade. Nat said so, I had to do it. She sent me a comment that said you have to try honeydew and cherry limeade, so it was just required at that point, so I had to pick that up. And the bit of a wild card, I don't know if anyone's tried this one. This is Herb Garden. So if anybody's tried Herb Garden, I'd be interested to see what your, because I don't think I've seen anyone test this one. So we'll give that a go and see how that goes. The rest is, no, I'm lying. I was about to say the rest is Mako, but it's not. Picked up a new bottle of blue hydrangea, so that was just a refill because, you know, we all use a ton of blue hydrangea because it's amazing. Speckled toad. So don't see many people use that one, so I'm quite excited to give that a go and see what we can come up with. So that should be fun. Big bottle of light flux because I seem to be going through quite a lot of it at the minute, so I got a big one of those. Normally I only buy the little ones, but you know. A refill of pepper plum because we all need pepper plum and more of it. This is a new one to me. This is Mako Shino. So it looks quite interesting. I've avoided, I think. Yeah, I think I've avoided the matte glazes this time because, as we've discovered, I'm not the biggest fan. So that's that. Finally, after all these years, got a bottle of Cenote. Yeah, needed this for a long time, but just always avoid it because I use Shipwreck, and I believe it's very much like Shipwreck, just lighter. So yeah, so I'm going to try that, see what we can come up with that, because I do see quite a lot of combos that I like with it, and then I'm a bit like, I don't have that, I need it. These two I'm really excited for. These are probably the ones I'm most excited for. Frosted lemon. So excited for this. Yeah. So send me your frosted lemon combos. And then this was an on the whim. So this is Enchanted Forest, Mako Enchanted Forest. And I got this because Kay in our pottery chat sent a combo that she put on. I think she put it on her moth mug from one of her recent kiln openings. And it was stunning, absolutely stunning. And I was like, I have to try that. So I immediately emailed Potclays after I'd sent my order in and said, please can you add it on, please can you add it on. So I've got that one as well. Spectrum, a refill of Spanish moss because I needed one. A refill of Twilight because I needed one. I need to sit and do some of Jeanette's test tiles for all these bottles. And I finally got a soft white. I just seem to have not been able to get hold of it for quite a long time. So I'm quite happy that I've now got a bottle of soft white. So looking forward to using that. The last one I picked up was Laguna. So I really like the Power Turquoise. And it is... Potclays do stock a few Laguna glazes. But yeah, they are really hard. They do sell out really fast. And I think there is a shipment coming in October, I think, some point, with the new Kiln Ice, Amico Kiln Ice glazes, which I will be getting. So I'm waiting for those to come in, and hopefully the Laguna glazes will be on that container, because I am really desperate for, I think it's called Sunburst. I'm pretty sure it's called Sunburst. But yeah, so it's like a really pinky orange, so I really would like that one. So yeah, so this is the spotted blue. So I managed to get hold of the spotted blue. So I'm going to give that a go and see what happens with that. So that'll be interesting. So that was kind of it. Like I say, I'm still waiting on one more order coming in from Potclays, and that is not a very big order. So that has just got an extruder die for test tiles in it, and what else did I order? There's a new mold in there. Oh, and a glaze, a speedball glaze. So Hot Clay have started stocking speedball mid-fire glazes. So I got, which one did I get? Dragonstone? It's kind of a little bit like Fire and Ice from Mako. So it's like a really light blue, but then where it's thicker, it gets like red mottling on it. So I'm excited to try that and see how that goes. But yeah, they look really pretty. Because I've been seeing them on Jane's channel, some of them, and I think Nat's doing some now. So yeah, so I'm excited to try that, and if that's good, then I might get a few more of those. But I need to stop buying glazes. I am on an absolute spending ban at the minute, because I spent a fortune in the last couple of weeks. That is an absolute beast.
So the slip gets pumped through the middle, it fills up until the whole press is full of slip. At that point, there's nowhere for anything to go apart from out of the press. Now, these filter cloths are of a very fine weave. It's so fine that it doesn't allow the plate particles, the platelets, to escape through the weave. Now, we've all had run boxes when we were little, and we all wanted that pocket money quickly. And we knew the hole was big enough for the coins to come out. But when we shook it, did they come out? No. Same thing goes with this. The platelets bridge the gap.
I think I've just found my Christmas present. Other than that, I did come home to a little surprise package, which I need to say thank you for. I mentioned in my vlog about a lady called Ree, who makes the tools Sparks by Ree, and I dropped her a message and just let her know, obviously, that, you know, look, just so you're aware, I've been kind of mentioning on YouTube, and I've put your links out and all the rest of it, just to be transparent. And she's so lovely. She sent me a surprise package. She's so sweet. She has also confirmed for me that she does ship worldwide. So if you are in the US or in Canada, I think she will ship to you. And she has also offered us a discount code for her shop. So if you are going to get anything from her, if you pop in, I'll put it in the description to be sure, but I believe it's West 2 Ceramics 5. That will get you 5% off your order with her. So she sent me a little package, and it's very sweet, because I think she put a little note in it. Oh. Ah. So she just written me a little note in the box. Isn't that cute? She's lush. So they are new dies for my extruder. So I'm very happy. So thank you, Ree. They are brilliant. Very happy. So they come in a set of 3. So you get 3 sizes, and you've got 2. You get 2 out of this one, and then 1 and 1. So there are different sizes. So this is set A. So this is her pebble handle. So that's one I've been eyeing up. So I'm very happy with that. This is set E. So this is her coils. So those are going to be really useful. And one more. This is set K. So these are like a serrated edge half coil. It should be really handy. So there's lots and lots of things you could use that for. My immediate thinking is using them for things like gnomes with like the hat rims and stuff. So that's really useful. So thank you, Ree. That's really, really kind. So really pleased that we can, we hopefully be able to support you a little bit. So that's amazing. So that was it, really. Yeah, so hopefully this video is not too long because it was a lot of stuff. It was a lot of stuff. I have a kiln opening to film for you now, and then I've got to go and put a bisque on, and then I have to go to the joys of Smith's toy store because it's day tomorrow. Yes, so we'll go and get that bisque on, get cracked on with that, and then yeah, it's just back to reality now. We have got some more stuff coming up, some more exciting stuff coming up, so but I'm not gonna divulge what. We have to wait and see, but it's gonna be fun. So yeah, excited for that. Other than that, have a wonderful day, guys. I hope you're well, keep potting, and I will see you on the kiln load. Bye, guys.